Okay, dementia care rant, take two. Well, it's not really a rant, it's just FYI. All right. Now, many of you know I have my own business now that I started last year where I do personalized activities with people who have dementia. I love what I do. I love my people. I try to give them all I got. I've been doing in this field for about 12 plus years now. Many of you know my father had Alzheimer's, so I've kind of, been around and around and around. And I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I, if your loved one lives in a group home, a nursing home, a senior community, I don't care if the senior community is 5 star, they've got TD powers or whatever, trophies or whatever, it doesn't matter. Please visit your peeps. Check on your peeps. Make surprise visits. Go in the evening, like, after dinner, and just show up to see what's going on. If your loved one complains about certain things or certain people, I know you think they have dementia and they're probably making it up. And sometimes they might be, and sometimes they might not. So you'll have to check to confirm or that it's true or not true. Because I have seen from experience, sometimes when they tell you things, they are communicating the TRUTH. Today, I went to visit my client, and the med tech was watching Hitch. Now, Hitch is a fairly decent movie. I can't make any complaints about that. But it just wasn't what the residents were, what I would have shown to engage them in the viewing situation. Now, the med tech was having a great time watching the movie. He was laughing at the stuff that was going on. And I'm thinking to myself, do you pay to live here? Is this in your job description? I think not. But hey, I don't work there. I just have a client there. So I try to come in and focus on my attention on my client. There are some very good caregivers out there. And hats off to you. You know who you are. Gold stars. If I could, I'd give you a raise, pat on the back, vacation time, all of that, because you deserve it. Good caregivers. The people who have a passion for taking care of others, they have a heart to serve, they love what they do, they treat them like family, they treat them with dignity and respect and all the things. Those guys, you guys out there, my thumbs go up to you. Now, there are some that probably should change their profession to something else. They don't have patience. They don't have compassion. They really don't care. They're just doing the job, whatever the requirements are. And sometimes their attitudes are just stinky. So check on your peeps. Make sure they're getting the care that they deserve. I don't care where they live, if they live in a nursing home, if they're in a group home, or if they're in some senior community somewhere. Doesn't matter what you pay, because care is care. So do not leave it all up to the staff, because no one's going to treat your parent, spouse, like you would. Now, obviously, the expectation has to be realistic. However, there are the basics of care, you know, showering, brushing their teeth, having them dressed and not in their pajamas, washed face, hair combed. They're given their medication. They're, encouraged to participate in activities. They're getting fed good, nutritious food. They are given attention, helped when they need to get help with the restroom or whatever it is. They are spoken to with respect and with dignity and not given childlike nicknames and treated like they're 5 or 6 years old. And yeah, so it's unfortunate, but I have seen, I'm not going to call out any particular places or any particular names, but I have seen some things that have disturbed me. So I tell you this to say, check on your peeps. And, there's a lot of good out there. There's good places for them to live. There's good people to care. But there's also some, rejects. And I wish I worked like on a task force that went to the places to make sure that they were in line and doing all the things that they need to do to make sure they're providing the best care. And, I'd be willing to work with them, tell them, hey, this is where you can improve. This is where you can do these few things to let's bring it up to the next level. And, not just slamming the gavel down on them, but giving them some education and some help, because sometimes people just don't know. Or, they've been in a routine so long, they're just not aware that they're falling short. Or they've been doing it so long, that one way, the same way all the time, so long that they're hesitant to change or make changes. I heard a lady once make this statement, and it's very true. Change can be good. So don't get stuck in a rut. Never say what the person doesn't do, because I've seen that too. Oh no, my father doesn't play bingo. He's never done that before. You bring him to the bingo table and oh my gosh, the dude is Mr. Bingo. He likes it. It's something to do. He's tired of sitting in his room staring at the four walls. So I don't have a particular topic for this. It's just, these are the things that make my brows raise. And sometimes I just want to reach out and grab a few people and shake them. Or just tell them, hey, that's not the way you do that. Anyway, I should probably stop here, because I could go on and on and on. I don't know if I told you this. I'm writing a book. I need to get back to it and add some more excerpts in there, because some of the things that have transpired over the last 12, 14 years, I have written down. I am writing down, and trying to create a book of some sort. I have no idea what the title's going to be. Obviously, I'm going to need somebody to edit this thing, but somebody told me to write a book, so I started doing little pages. Anyway, I digressed. I don't know when that book's going to be finished, but hopefully before I leave this here earth. Anyway, I hope that you had a good day, and we are working toward betterment in this realm of dementia care. I hope we're working toward betterment. because there's a lot of room for improvement. So don't be like I was when I first started finding a place for my dad. I was enamored with the beauty and the beautiful neighborhood and home and the backyard and landscaping immaculate and all those things. My eyes were wide. But it's not in that, it's in the care. What's the staff to resident ratio? Who's there at night? Are they checking on the residents to make sure they're okay? What kind of background do they have? What kind of experience? What kind of dementia training have they had? And is it ongoing, or is it just a one-time care education and then that's it? Oh, see, I was trying to think of something else. How do they interact with the residents? How many hours a week do they work? Now, don't come for me, but after 3 doubles of working with dementia, what's going on in the brain? How much energy do we still have without caffeine and Red Bull drinks? Is our responses as sharp after we worked 3 doubles, or has it diminished because we're tired and need to take a day off? How is our ability to cope with the resident who asks the same question over and over and over again? Are we still able to be kind and respectful, or are we now unnerved by this person continually asking us the same question? These are the things that I ponder sometimes as I make this journey through dementia care activities. Well, maybe something I said will cause you to think, maybe even act on something that you've seen or not seen. I don't know. But I hope that it helps you in some way. I really truly do. I share these things because I'm hoping that it'll help somebody. I wish I had somebody doing these, sharing with me when I was going through this with my father. But it was trial and error. I didn't know at the time, but God was preparing me for what I would be doing. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you want to pick my brain, I'm not a caregiver, although I have been around it for many years. My specialty is activities, keeping your loved one with dementia active, vibrant, thriving, because that's important. But if you got a question for me, stick them in the comments. Let me know. I'm here to help in any way I can. Until my next video, have a wonderful evening. Remember that Jesus loves you, and this is the day that the Lord has made. Continue to rejoice and be glad. All right, until my next video,